have Rolls Royces, mansions all around the world if she don't have nothing.
Tax questions, he replies to them by showing on Instagram $26 million, a payment he made to the IRS. By the way, nothing makes your tax payment look shadier than when you're just holding up cash.
Right.
That's not a good look for the IRS. But he showed his actual, I mean, $26 million.
That guy not pay taxes? How do the people around him, how do the lawyers that I'm sure that he employs, the financial people that are probably running his life telling him to stop spending $1 million a day, how do they not deal with his taxes?
Floyd Mayweather, the undefeated boxing legend known for his lavish lifestyle and self-proclaimed money persona, now finds himself in the middle of a financial firestorm. According to multiple reports, the Internal Revenue Service has officially launched a full-scale investigation into Mayweather's finances, raising serious questions about his income, tax filings, and multi-million-dollar assets. This sudden move by federal authorities has reportedly sent shockwaves through Mayweather's inner circle, with insiders claiming the former champ is in full-blown panic mode as the scrutiny intensifies.
Well, there may be another reason Floyd Mayweather has agreed to fight Conor McGregor. ESPN reporting that Mayweather, get this, still has not paid his taxes for 2015. We don't know how much money Mayweather owes, but he's asking the IRS for a break. Until the fight, the end of August, Mayweather made about $220 million from his fight with Manny Pacquiao. That was back in 2015. He's expected to make about that much for the McGregor fight. Maybe he should have stayed retired and paid his taxes.
Yeah, pay taxes. Usually that catches up with you if you don't do that.
For a man who once flaunted stacks of cash on social media and claimed to be a billionaire, this latest development could mark a dramatic turn in the legacy of one of boxing's most flamboyant figures.
Floyd Mayweather has made a lot of money in his career. It appears he also owes a lot of money too. The boxer apparently owes $22.2 million in taxes from 2015. According to ESPN, the tax balance was unpaid as recently as March 6th of this year. Meanwhile, on Facebook he shared, "Believe half of what you see and none of what you hear." He added, "Uncle Sam received $26 million from me in 2015. He continued, "Bottom line, everybody just wants to be a part of the Money May show, including the IRS." The good news for Mayweather, whether he has tax troubles or not, he'll have a hefty payday on August 26th when he takes on Conor McGregor.
Mayweather's issues with the IRS have been simmering for years. Back in 2017, he made headlines after filing a petition to delay a tax payment from 2015 until after the McGregor fight, claiming he had insufficient liquidity despite earning hundreds of millions. At the time, it was brushed off as a strategic move, but insiders are now saying that was just the tip of the iceberg.
You can trust the news. There's no such thing as fake. I'm working for ESPN. We're broadcasting the Mayweather-McGregor fight live. And to this day, they will tell you that's a record. That's the biggest fight ever. That thing was sold out. That place was, people were dressed up as empty seats. And I mean thousands of people.
No.
I bought my mother's ticket that day. That day, my mother decides that she wants to go to the fight. So I'm in there and I'm telling the world that this place is sold out because that's what's on the screen. And I go, it's not even close. Yeah. This isn't like, it's pretty much full. This isn't, there's thousands of empty seats. That was the first time that in my own life I ever just, wow, fake news is real.
Wow.
And then Mayweather, they wanted a rematch. They were begging. They were doing more media trying to get a rematch than they did leading into the first match. And the guys that wrote the checks.
But why didn't it sell out? I mean, it's such two big draws. They promoted it so well.
All anybody was talking about.
Yeah, there's still a number.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter how big a draw is, there's still a number. If this guy got 100 million, this guy got 100 million, then you got to advertise it, promote it. You got to bring.
It's the guarantees that kill everything. If they were just getting percentages, then obviously everybody.
But you're saying the seats were empty. I can understand it not making the money, but the seats being empty seems
peculiar.
Crazy.
Yeah, and there's nothing in the world where you have a pay-per-view hit that didn't have a live audience hit. Like if your live audience is your first focus group isn't sold out, you didn't do pay-per-view numbers.
Sure.
But boxing will still claim that to this day. They still to this day claim that that's number one. And if you want to be the biggest pay-per-view in boxing history, all you have to do is claim it.
Despite his public displays of wealth, Mayweather's financial history with the IRS is fraught with complications. IRS filed a lien indicating he owed $22.2 million in taxes, the year he earned approximately $200 million from his fight against Manny Pacquiao. Additionally, records showed an unresolved $7.2 million tax debt from 2010. Mayweather has previously claimed to have paid $26 million in taxes for 2015, asserting that any discrepancies were unfounded.
Well, listen. He apparently had a tough time reading the thing, as they say. Like he didn't know what he couldn't read like
that's BS.
Something.
That is BS.
They said something.
Time
like
out.
that.
He is paying. I'm sure he's got a litany of people in his world.
I happen to agree.
Financial management people.
You think so?
How long before he's suing somebody for mismanagement of funds?
Listen,
you know that's happening.
You would certainly think so. By the way, they announced. I'll get your calls in a second. They did announce the pricing for Mayweather McGregor. $100 for a high def, $90 for standard def. So there you go. So it's exactly what the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight was. $100 pay-per-view.
Records indicate that Mayweather had unresolved tax liens from previous years, including a $7.2 million debt from 2010. In a petition to the U.S. tax court, Mayweather argued that while he possessed substantial assets, they were primarily illiquid, making immediate payment challenging. He sought to defer payment until after his 2017 fight with Conor McGregor, anticipating that the earnings would cover his tax obligations.
Well, it turns out that the rumors were true, and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now, multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp, while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai, stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
Floyd Mayweather's financial controversies extend beyond tax issues, revealing a pattern of legal disputes and questionable dealings. In 2015, he was sued for failing to pay $1.4 million on a $3 million diamond necklace, having ceased payments after an initial $1 million deposit and 6 subsequent installments. Floyd has made millions, but he's also been accused of taking money for events and merch that never happened. Fans pay for meet and greets, appearances, and exclusive content, then never get what they paid for. A TikTok expose even showed how much of his brand is just smoke and mirrors, built on hype, not substance.
I am just flabbergasted that the highest paid boxer, one of the most famous people on the planet, Floyd Mayweather, has managed to become a repeat offender as a scam artist.
NFT world, guess what?
Guess
It's about
what?
to drop. And of course, I'm the money man. But guess what?
Sure are.
We're not done yet.
We aren't?
They told me
There's more
we're not
scamming to be
yet,
done.
And it's not over.
My God.
Autograph gloves.
Oh my God. That's incredible. 2,000 people that invest in his NFT project get a chance to win autographed gloves. It's crazy. But you might be asking, did he actually follow through on his promises and deliver these gloves? Of course he f***ing didn't.
Money May, you all know the rest.
Money May, you all know the rest. You just got scammed again.
In 2024, reports emerged of Mayweather being detained in Dubai over unpaid debts, with allegations suggesting he was held until settling the obligations. These incidents, coupled with extravagant spending habits, have led to concerns about his financial stability and public image. Despite his substantial earnings, Mayweather's financial management practices have been scrutinized, raising questions about the sustainability of his wealth.
Turns out that the rumors were true, and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now, multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp, while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai, stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
Supporting these assertions, boxing agent Rick Glazer indicated that Mayweather was being held by Dubai's legal system due to substantial debts unrelated to boxing. He emphasized that the UAE treats financial obligations seriously, and non-payment can result in legal consequences.
Regarding custom, and I'm giving you my very good stuff from Jeddah. Please say hi to you. I'm most welcome in Dubai. And if there is anything from Dubai police, we are happy to serve you. Thank you so much.
Mayweather frequently equates wealth with success, using social media to showcase his fortune through displays of cash, luxury cars, and other symbols of status. While he views this as evidence of his accomplishments, critics like Shannon Sharp have expressed concerns. They argue that such ostentatious displays may indicate poor financial habits and a focus on image over stability. Instead of prioritizing long-term wealth building, Mayweather appears more intent on impressing others.
The Money Man is getting ready. Super Bowl weekend, Las Vegas. We had to get the ones. Make it rain. I need everybody. That girl collection, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Super Bowl, or whoever win or lose, it don't matter. I need everybody there. Girl collection. Yeah.
Mayweather has long been a polarizing figure in the sports world, celebrated for his undefeated record yet criticized for his brash persona and unapologetic pursuit of wealth. He has openly declared money over legacy as his guiding philosophy, emphasizing that financial gain takes precedence over his boxing legacy. This stance, coupled with his extravagant lifestyle and public displays of wealth, has drawn ire from critics who view his actions as emblematic of materialism and arrogance.
Floyd Mayweather was trying to give y'all the fights, and everybody starts saying that this guy was too old, this guy was too that. Floyd Mayweather starts saying F all of y'all. F the belts, F you, F everything. I'm taking y'all to the bank. I'm robbing y'all. Belts does nothing but collect dust. Money over legacy, currency over legacy, because he felt underappreciated. I train all day long, and I'm doing this to try to be one of the greats. Forget that. I'm going to do it for me. He became one of the most selfish fighters you'll ever hear. That's why I never blamed Floyd. When y'all hear me say the Floyd Mayweather effect, a lot of Floyd Mayweather fans, you hate on Mayweather already. No, I'm talking about the effect. Floyd Mayweather is an all-time great fighter, but people grab the wrong things because most people aren't about hard work and dedication anyway. That's why to be great is rare. Most people try to find that shortcut, and they only saw Floyd's shortcut. They never saw a scenic route.
Floyd has always spoken about how money is central to his life. He even says he wants his children to follow in his footsteps and do the same business as he does. His main focus, he says, is creating generational wealth. But this philosophy has also made him a target of criticism from those who believe he prioritizes cash over character.
I believe in building generational wealth. Even like when my children, all four of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. I told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do the same thing.
This money-focused image has influenced a new generation of athletes. Stephen A. Smith argued that today's up-and-comers don't admire Floyd for his skills, his footwork, or his legendary ring IQ. They admire the bank account. According to Smith, this is a disservice to the sport. It sends the message that money matters more than mastery, and in doing so, it risks undermining everything Floyd once stood for.
Beyond the glitz and glamour, the flossing, the pomp and circumstances surrounding everything that culminated in Saturday night's Mayweather versus McGregor fight, there were a few sightings that were relatively low-key in comparison, but more significant than many may realize. At the weigh-in, there was a two-time NBA champion, Draymond Green, and star guard Paul George. On fight night, of course, there was LeBron James, James Harden, Isaiah Thomas, and a few others. And none of them were there just to pay homage to Mayweather, the fighter. It's the businessman in Mayweather they actually love even more. As the sun clearly set on the boxing career of Mayweather, many can reflect on a lot of things about the man. He wasn't a Mike Tyson-like knockout artist, or even Tommy the Hitman Hearns. To many, he wasn't even Sugar Ray Leonard. He certainly can't be confused with Muhammad Ali or any other fighter who's ever been socially conscious. No doubt he was guilty of domestic violence, as our very own The Undefeated accurately pointed out. He definitely had his share of boring fights that didn't give the people what they actually wanted to see. But that ain't the legacy these athletes are paying attention to. What they're paying attention to instead is the $1 billion plus Mayweather has earned in his career. How box office he made himself. How he's been his own boss, answerable to no commissioner, no owner, no GMs, and barely even the fans for the last decade in achieving unprecedented wealth, fame, and control of his own name, his own brand. And how despite strenuous efforts by so many to bring him down, they simply weren't able to do it. You want to see an athlete drool? The idolized displaying deference and respect? Watch.
Floyd Mayweather has long been synonymous with extravagant displays of wealth, from his fleet of luxury cars to his private jets. Among his most ostentatious possessions is the $18 million billionaire watch by Jacob & Company, adorned with 260 carats of emerald-cut diamonds set in 18-karat white gold. He also boasts a $100 million watch collection, including a $400,000 Rolex Daytona Eye of the Tiger chronograph.
How much is it? $1.8 million. $1.8 million watch. $1.8 million, dude?
You're the first to see it.
That's insane. That
1.8 is high. 18 life.
That happy birthday, champ.
That's how we doing.
That is sick, dude.
But you gotta show them what it's saying.
Money green.
No, hold on. This watch was made specifically for the champ, Floyd Money Mayweather. 101 piece.
One of one.
Money team.
Can we see it on him?
Yes, sir.
That one of one. $1.8 million. I think it's a one of one. I love that.
Despite his massive earnings, there are several reports and allegations that Floyd owes money to other fighters. One of the most high-profile of these stories comes from rapper 50 Cent, who said Floyd scammed him out of $2 million. When Floyd was in jail, he asked 50 to take care of his promotion. 50 Cent invested money, but later claimed Floyd acted like he didn't know anything once he was released.
We brought them over. I brought him over while Floyd was, still incarcerated.
Yeah.
Then he comes home. There's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on, where it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying him the new Lamborghini and all these new things, and I'm sitting there going, yo, when you gonna give me the money?
Because you had already invested.
Yeah. Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back? But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail, right? So it's like, let him cool his heels before you.
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you sitting there big, and I'm like, yo, so when? But see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardlessly. Right. So I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he gonna say he wants to, to give me the other half of it? Why I gotta ask you for it?
Right.
And then when he,
are we talking over $2 million?
It's about that.
Oh, okay.
At that point, it was invested in.
All right.
So look, he goes, when he finally does bring up the actual the situation, he acted like he didn't know anything. Like, I didn't tell y'all to do that. I didn't tell you to do that.
Oh man.
And I'm looking at him, and he looked in my face and he tell me to do that.
As financial scrutiny intensifies, these symbols of opulence are being reevaluated. What once epitomized success now raises questions about financial prudence and the sustainability of such lavish spending.
You can trust the news. There's no such thing as fake. I'm working for ESPN. We're broadcasting the Mayweather-McGregor fight live. And to this day, they will tell you that's a record. That's the biggest fight ever. That thing was sold out. That place people were dressed up as empty seats. And I mean thousands of people.
No.
I bought my mother's ticket that day. That day, my mother decides that she wants to go to the fight. So I'm in there and I'm telling the world that this place is sold out because that's what's on the screen. And it's not even close. Yeah. This isn't like, it's pretty much full. There's thousands of empty seats. That was the first time that in my own life I ever just, wow, fake news is real.
Wow.
And then Mayweather, they wanted a rematch. They were begging. They were doing more media trying to get a rematch than they did leading into the first match. And the guys that wrote the checks.
But why didn't it sell out? I mean, it's such two big draws. They promoted it so well.
All anybody was talking about.
Yeah, there's still a number.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter how big a draw is, there's still a number. If this guy got 100 million, this guy got 100 million, then you got to advertise it, promote it. You got to bring
it's the guarantees that kill everything. If they were just getting percentages, then obviously everybody would.
You're saying the seats were empty. I can understand it not making the money, but the seats being empty seems
peculiar.
Crazy.
Yeah, and there's nothing in the world where you have a pay-per-view hit that didn't have a live audience hit. Like if your live audience is your first focus group, isn't sold out, you didn't do pay-per-view numbers.
Sure.
But boxing will still claim that to this day. They still to this day claim that that's number one. And if you want to be the biggest pay-per-view in boxing history, all you have to do is claim it.
What are your thoughts on Floyd Mayweather's recent financial controversies? Do you believe his extravagant lifestyle is catching up with him, or is he still in control of his finances? Share your opinions in the comments below.